Hi, Tiana. I just watched your video and I read through all of your elements, and I'm just going to answer your question at the very end. But I just wanted to comment on a couple of the connections that I made with your points. The first one being your quote that said, I was taught to see racism in only individual acts of meanness, not invisible systems conferring dominance on my group. That was powerful to me because I also was struck by that quote because that's literally how I grew up thinking about it. I thought it was just a problem among individuals. I didn't see it as anything bigger than that. And I thought, well, as long as I'm not being mean and I'm not, I'm not participating in, I'm treating other people with dignity and respect. I thought that I was pretty free from it. I was not racist. I had no culpability in anything. And then fast forward to my teacher prep program, and we were required to take classes in social justice because the education system is fraught with systemic racism. I've seen it. They teach us that. And then for me to go and actually witness it and see it firsthand was super powerful. And it cannot be denied. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So that was a powerful quote for me as well. I also really enjoyed or appreciated your discussion of the metaphor involving the title of, I think it was like the white privilege, the invisible knapsack, and you unpacked the importance of, or the symbolism behind the knapsack. And I really appreciated that too, because I think that I got so caught up. That was not the first time I had read that article. I had read that article previously. And so I was just trying to get through it. I was just reading it without paying with paying very little attention to the significance of the title. So, I think that your how you interpreted that and how you spelled that out was really enhanced my understanding and added to what I took away from that article. So I thank you for that. And now I am going to answer your question. I think your question was something about, will awareness still not be enough to break down systemic unfairness? I mean, there was some more to that, but I really wanted to touch on that because, and this was not my planned response last night when I was looking at all of this. I just wanted to make that clear. But I had finished my diversity wheel, and through all of my reflection and honesty with myself, I asked myself the same question, just personally too. I wasn't even asking it like just society in general. I know I have privilege. I know I benefit from it. I know I've had experiences and opportunities that others may have had, but or may not have had. And I definitely, it was easier for me. So I recognize, I'm aware of privilege. I'm aware I have it. But I asked myself at the very end, when does that awareness, like, where the awareness is never enough. Like, it's never going to stop with just awareness. And so for me, I asked myself, what can I do? Because I don't want to be someone who's a passive participant in everything. Like, I don't think it's fair. I don't want to be a part of the oppression and injustice. And I don't want to be part of someone who is complicit and not accused, but, just being guilty of continuing with status quo. So at the very end of my paper, I was like, I am aware. I find hope in that. But still, what can I do? What can I do? I want an actionable step. Like for me, I'm very results oriented. So then that made me go into thinking, okay, so people can say they're aware all day long, but unless you have a motivation to change it, unless you have a motivation to change it, there's probably not a reason why it would happen, especially if someone's benefiting from it. But I will say, I find hope in the fact that we are one group of 50 plus people all around the United States going through programs such as these who are promising and pledging to be part of a difference and to make a change. When a lot of small changes get put together, that can translate into something a lot bigger. I'm still looking for actionable steps. I'm still looking at something I can do, physically do, to give my intentions and my desires validity and like evidence. But you know, what we do know is, and maybe that's never going to happen. Maybe that's very, selfish or, prideful of me to want and need that. But I just rest on the fact that the awareness for me is going to be enough, because we do what we know about how people learn and how we make changes is through repetition. And I am so aware of privilege. And every single time I see it, and every single time I hear about it, it's building a new neural pathway for me to respond and think differently. And I'm hoping, my hope is that through those repeated exposures, that I am going to learn how to think and do things differently, so that I may at some point be a part of the change. And I think I already am. I'm impatient. I want it now. And I want to see results now. But all I can hope for is that I am the change I wish to see in the world. Thank you for your thoughts.